Good morning, everyone. This is Terminator coming to you from my crooked little homestead. I'm going to do a quick, small little bit of a garden tour so my friends can see how my garden's getting along. I'll just flip my phone around here and yes, that's my greenhouse that I use back there in the background, but this is my opening into my garden, my little welcome sign here, and little tiny one kind of got buried behind the flowers. That's my calendulas. And then I have over here, I have cucumbers coming along, my poppy flowers right there. And then I have my beautiful peas all coming along. I'm going to get ready to pick them. And I do have, they kind of got buried. I do have, you can see the little bit of, right down in there, a little bit of yellow. I got some more pretty calendulas there. Then I have these flowers. I call this my dad. My dad always planted these for my mom. I have pink ones and white ones. That's my dad watching over me. I lost him when I was 16, and he watches me, and they grow up. And then along here, we have these tomato plants all the way along there, and I have some on the inside. They're volunteer tomato plants. They've all come up, and I've planted them. And I used the green tomatoes to make my mom's home, to make green tomato chow, that's she called. Then my zucchinis along here. So we're going to take a walk. I got to cut my grass in here today. This one here, sorry for the sun. Try to shade it a bit, but this is the Texas garden right here. I have the oriental peas, cream peas, this tomato plant and that tomato plant. This one is the Red Ripper, and that back there's the tomatoes, the 100s. And then we have some Danny corn in the back growing. I have onions growing over here, almost ready for picking. And then we're gonna, my volunteer sunflowers. Oh, and I've got another white poppy. Look at that. That's the second one that's grown on that plant that comes out white. My watering system off my roof. Then we'll come back here. And this garden is being dedicated to Starla, my friend Starla. My poppies. There's some tomato plants in here. These are my cream blue. I have crookneck squash, cabbage all along back and behind in tires. I have here is my Hungarian heart tomatoes. I keep tying them up so they're not overgrowing, and I keep thinning them out a bit. And then we have some more poppies and some more of the cream blue. And then these tomatoes are big mamas. And then we have some purple hull beans. I can't remember if that's what they are, but I know they're climbing beans, and I grow them every year, and they're from the Buffalo Seed Company. Then we'll come back. These onions over here are Walla Wallas that I've been trying. Never grown them before. More volunteer tomato plants back in there. Then we'll go along over here, and this other garden that I'm walking into, the other half, is my garden and my friend Jennifer from Northern Girl Hobbies. And we start in here. I got some weeding to do, but we're going to start with my sunflowers here. Of course, my zucchinis. Then I have different varieties of tomatoes. Here, cherry tomatoes. Got to pick my Swiss chard again and my carrots. Then we have the yellow bumblebee, and this one is the Tutti Frutti from Jennifer. And this is where I sit and talk to my Lord in the mornings. And I have thyme, oregano. I have back in there is rosemary. I have mullein, mullein back here, wild celery, sage right there, and some more thyme. Back there is my, that is butternut squash. Then way back in the corner is my asparagus. I'm letting it go to seed. And I have, here is wild blueberry. And that's a goji berry from my friend Jennifer, which I'm waiting to put in my fruit. And this is my yellow squash. Beautiful, lots of yellow squash in there. And then I have, here is Cherokee wax yellow beans. Then up in here, I have a couple extra pepper plants I put in and some parsley. More yellow squash along here. And I have these tomato plants here. our beefsteak. Those two, the first two are from Jennifer. And then this is my beefsteak, my other beefsteak. And then I got a Bonnie's Best. And then I've got a couple cherry tomatoes in here. Then over here, I'm growing, this is loofah. Then this one isn't doing very well, but it was planted very late. And that is cantaloupe. And then this is this plant and this plant over here is watermelon from my friend Tambra from Texas. More zucchini, some potatoes, extra potatoes I threw in. And this here is cucumbers, just threw in, and I got to clean all these weeds out. And over here is my celery, Walla Walla onions. Right here's my Walla Walla onions, my celery, and that's my horseradish. And I tried for my first time growing some garlic, so it's doing not bad. It's doing pretty good. But these onions here are from store-bought onions my granddaughter planted. We got a snail on that one. Then I have some rhubarb. And then these onions are 3 years old. As you can see, I collect my seeds off these little seed pods. Then in here, those ones are yellow onions, and these ones here are my red onions. And then down here, some Walla Wallas I planted, and I want them to go to seed. Apple tree I picked and got the roots. I picked from my old 100-year-old apple tree. This apple tree here had leaves on it last year, beautifully growing nice. Then this year it didn't grow any, but it's still green. It's still green. Then we'll come back in behind. And this is my Walla Walla onions back here. And these tomato plants are different varieties these ones are from Jennifer. This one's a yellow. Let's see, we got a tag here. This is DR Wiley's, I think, or something like that. Yellow cherry tomatoes. Then we have some in here. I have lots of different basils that I put in between, but it's a variety of cherry tomatoes along here. Then we'll go back here. My fruit garden is back in there, which I haven't worked on, which is my next project. I do it in stages. My plant my daughter got me for Mother's Day. Then in my little greenhouse here, these are all my peppers. Some of these peppers here got hit by frost really bad. I snipped them off and they came back. Green peppers, chocolate peppers. I have a red pepper, and these are all hot peppers from Jennifer. All in here. And some little smaller ones. They're all my hot peppers. And then I started potato slips, sweet potato slips, and I've planted them. We'll see if they grow. If they don't, they don't. That's okay. There's always next year. I'm always trying something new. Anyways, that's my little walkthrough. I got some cleanup to do in here yet. Try to do so many projects each day. And that'll be it for you guys for today. This is Terminator coming to you from my crooked little homestead. Stay safe, take care, and God bless.